Hi, I figured I'd feed Bunny while answering some of your questions. First thing to explain to be a carer. Get in touch with a wildlife organization and they'll point you in the right direction. What you need to do, of course, you need to get your baby shots and take classes. You take an adult rescue class and then you take yearly a baby class. Because every year things change. It changes in rescuing equipment. It changes in baby care. So it's always good, even if you're a long-time carer, try to go to a class and learn something. Even get to know your other carers also, because it's always good. Something you might not know they know, or something you know they don't know. So it always works out for everybody. Um, so many questions, and they're all good. First, I'll go very simple. The feeling of the wings. What do their wings feel like? The best thing to do, shut your eyes, touch your eyelids. That's what their wings feel like. They're very good at healing as long as they're, wherever the hole is a blood supply. If there's no blood supply, then the wing will die off, and unfortunately the bat will have to be put to sleep, which nobody wants. So carers really try their best with anything that they can. A lot of people ask about, say, with bats as pets. Well, put it this way, if we have trouble, of course, going to vets won't touch our bats with a 10-foot pole. That's why a lot of carers have learned how to look after bats themselves, because there is no help. And a lot of time, if you go to a vet, one time I went to a vet and I took a black flying fox, and they kept telling me it was a gray flying fox. And I just gave up, because they were determined it was the opposite, and I wasn't going to fight with them. So, I mean, they're not going to listen, some of them. So, the carers now are learning how to do everything themselves. So, if you had a pet bat, where are you going to take it? How are you going to look after it? Do you have that support that carers have amongst each other? So, that's the thing. They would not make a good pet for their health-wise. For one, they'd be lonely, and it's just wrong. You don't want to take a beautiful animal. I mean, we see Bunny here's beautiful wings when she has them spread. You can't keep an animal like that in a cage forever. Trying to answer these questions. Puppy breath. The baby bats do have a smell not like an adult. Carers love their little baby smells, so we love it. Maybe other people might not, but we love it. And so they are distinctive in their little smells. And some little babies do smell a little bit worse than other little babies. They're all individuals. I mean, that's one thing with bats, is they are so individual. And some love certain things, some hate certain things. So each one is very individual. About them being socialized, yes, they need to be around other bats, definitely. I mean, they're in colonies. Of course, they don't want it. They're not a single animal. That's why we usually have twos or fours or sixes. Very seldom do we have one baby that you have, because for one, that baby really will get attached to you. They need to learn the social skills, like with any other, animal. When they go into Kirsch, you want them to be as well adjusted as possible. So having twos is very helpful. Will they be friends forever? We don't know. I mean, last year going to Kirsch, because I had grays last year, there was only, I think, 6 in the whole Kirsch, and 3 of them were mine. I was able to see who were mine. And yes, mine were all friends. They became very good friends, probably better friends in Kirsch than they did being with me, because they had the jealousy where when they're in Kirsch they're just all friends. She's starting to get restless, so I'm going to cut this short so it's not long. I'll do a whole bunch of them because there was a lady who wanted to know about all the stuff about ticks. And there's so much because we're in Queensland, but that's usually the bad ticks are up in North Queensland. We don't deal with it as bad. I did have one mother that was tick infested and got bit by a tick, and she did pass away. So we do get them, but not as bad as North Queensland. So that will be probably a whole video just on ticks. So there are a lot of really good questions, you guys. If you have any questions, just keep asking them, and I'll try to get them for you. Thanks. Bye.